The military press is a really useful upper body strengthening movement that also addresses other things like bracing and using your pelvic floor, ensuring glutes are engaged to keep a totally neutral body alignment. So I like to think of it as a very compound approach to addressing upper body strength. So this is a movement that you use a spotter for. So to quickly talk about the spotting, the spotter will be behind the lifter. If you can imagine them standing right here, facing the bar. The spotter simply keeps their hands floating below the lifter's elbows. So as the lifter lifts the bar up, they kind of track with the elbows, step back as the lifter steps back, and I'm just hovering behind as the elbows go up and they extend their arms at the top and come back down. That way I'm there to assist if needed. The spotting is not really hands-on in this sense because if it is a failure of a movement, most of the time they'll just bring it back down and re-wrap. In which case, when the lifter brings the barbell back down, we put our hands on the bar as a spotter and help them guide it into the hooks without pushing too hard. So, as the lifter, I get set up on the barbell similarly to the bench press, where you start with the knurlings and choose a hand grip that you can achieve a field goal position. So you don't want your hands too narrow or too wide. You want your forearms to be about vertical in a field goal position. So for me, I find the wider knurling and kind of put my pinkies on that. Wrap your thumbs around the bar and bring your chest and shoulder shelf up to the bar. Your shoulder shelf is this area that you will kind of use to assist picking up the bar off the hooks. Okay. You pick the bar up, take 1-2 step back. You're in your athletic position. I'm making sure my brace is intact so I'm not arcing my back, but I'm keeping everything neutral, breathing into my pelvic floor. Press directly overhead. You can see how I poked my head through just a little bit at the top. So you don't want to press directly up because then the bar is in front of your head and that's putting a lot of strain on the shoulders. Rather, when you press, poke your head through a little bit at the top so that the barbell is over the crown of your head. And bring back down to chin or neck height. Lock arms out at the top. Keep your shoulder blades packed down. Instead of shrugging up, keep those shoulder blades down. And back down. And walk that barbell back into the hooks.